Hello, I'm EnterElysium and welcome back to Battlestar Galactica Deadlock. Last episode, there was some salt. Just a little bit of salt. And we may have lost an entire fleet, along with an officer. This leaves us in an awkward position here, that we only have one fleet now, and we're kind of not massively overstocked with Tilium. Like, we could start creating a small fleet, but we were going to save up for getting out some new craft. So if we were to build ships, we would be looking at, you know, what's this? 162 and 108. Kind of think we're going to have to start, though. We've already got one adamant in the way. That's why I was like, you know, we've got one on the way. We might as well push them for the other two. We're not going to rush them, because rushing them costs a lot. How much is jumping going to cost? 60? Yeah, alright. Jump to there, confirm jump. You, on the other hand, jump to Caprica. Again, I'd like to see the... I know I've said this before. I'd like to see the Cylon strength when I'm literally jumping to them. Like, there's a Cylon symbol there. You could just be Cylon symbol 2000. We'll confirm that. Or on mouse over. And we will end up fighting these. Now, there is a debate. I've seen the comment sections not really debating it. I've seen two different points of view. They aren't really interacting, but they pop up very occasionally. One saying, you know, we're having the same battles over and over again. You should just do auto-resolve all the time. And another part saying, oh, I hate auto-resolve. Now, I can definitely see both points. Like, you know, I agree. Auto-resolve is kind of a bit meh, but at the same time, we are having the same fights. So, I don't know really. I'm definitely interested to see what you say in the comment section about which we should do. For now, I'm going to just do a normal fight here. But there's also two massive game issues that we've got here. If we go auto-resolve on 100%, we've got a risk of losing one of our craft. Apparently, on a 100% chance, we risk one of our craft. It's about, in my experience so far, about 40% chance of losing a craft. If we go proceed, we fight the entire battle. Whether you think it's boring or not to fight the same battle, that's down to you. But there is a chance we will have a billion enemies jump in on top of us. As happened last episode. So, I'm interested to see what people think down below. Certainly want to see that in the comment section, and I will make changes about whether I'm going to do auto-resolves or normal battles in future based off of that. So give me that feedback, because I'm actually really interested to see what people will say. For now, we're going to try and make this work. Struggle for cap. I've seen struggle turn up a lot. They're meant to be auto-generated. Oh god, that's loud. They're meant to be auto-generated quite a lot, so you're meant to get, like, you know, the fight for, the whatever for, the struggle for. I've seen struggle a lot of times. But to me, struggle isn't like a particularly evocative term. It's like, oh, it's a struggle for Caprica. It's like, really? Like the fourth battle over Caprica might be more interesting. I don't know if the game has a way of keeping track if it's the fourth or the fifth or the sixth battle. Probably doesn't. But that would be more evocative to me. And yes, I'm going to be more analytical in my gameplay here because it is a preview copy and I like the game. I think it's got a lot of potential. Right. So, select target.
Understood.
Also, I've seen people saying that, oh, you know, if you send craft to defend or whatever, they're not getting there in time. That's why they're not defending. No, I've sent craft to defend and they've got there in time and they aren't defending. I've just given up on the defense thing. What I think it is, I think people are correct, is that any enemy craft that gets near enough will cancel their defensive posture. So instead of going defensive posture, they just give up. And that's wrong. They shouldn't do that. What they should do is they should prioritize missiles. They should go a certain distance away before coming back. That sort of stuff, instead of cancelling defensive posture as soon as they see an enemy. Which is kind of counterintuitive, really. It's not exactly what you want from a defensive posture. That's more sort of an aggressive posture. No one to fire on missiles at the moment. Put defense on max. We've got Dratus range. Sure. We should be able to see them this turn. They're fairly close.
IFF confirms
there we go.
Is hostile.
In which case, fire all the missiles.
Yes, Commander.
Also, the AI would be tougher if they fired all their missiles. Like, they don't. We as a human player, fire all our missiles. What they seem to do is they occasionally fire missiles. Like, it doesn't seem to be very regimented. They don't seem to have an AI routine that says, my missiles are off cooldown, fire now. I'm suspecting that's maybe a balancing thing. Like, they decided that all the AI firing the missiles on one of your ships, while fair and what the human did, maybe was a little bit OP, like you couldn't really defend against it. Now, you can if you have enough Vipers doing defense, but we've seen that there are problems in that area, as I mentioned previously. Well, you know, actually we'll go on full defense. Actually, why are we going on full defense? What are we defending? We're defending a Manticore. There's no point at the moment. As for you, we'll get you to go through the center. And since the enemies are high, we'll get a little bit of height with them. No focus fire because there's no one you can really focus fire on. You can focus fire on... Sure, you. Alright, missiles away. It's the same with the camera afterwards. A lot of people have said, oh, I hate the camera afterwards, you should stop using it. And some people have said, oh yeah, please play the camera all the time. And then some people have said, do manual control all the time. And then some people have said, use the auto control all the time. I'm not exactly sure where I'm standing at the moment, since there have been a lot of different opinions on that one as well. Let's just try and go dead ahead. You're going to try and pull you back a little bit. Just to keep you vaguely together. And we will focus fire. Uh-oh. No, you're going over me. Okay, cool. I thought they were going for, like, a collision there. That would have been, trouble. Yeah, they're definitely above me. We're good. Not a fan of being collided with, you know. It's a quirk, I know. But, it's not really my cup of tea. Speaking of tea, I've got a cup of tea in front of me right now. And I'm looking forward to taking a big swig of it in a second. Is that good? Yes. Sure. Continue on. Tea time. I sometimes forget you can see me in this little window here. Last episode, people said that when people kept jumping in on top of me in that that particular mission, they were like, "This is why we have a face cam, so we can see your expression as you try not to swear." I have to admit that was definitely what was going through my mind. I'm not even going to lie about that one. You got me bang on there.
Understood.
I was struggling not to find a way to swear.
Understood.
Too loudly. Mostly because YouTube complains. I suspect it's one of the reasons that there's been ad hits recently is that YouTube is deprioritizing ad-unfriendly content where you swear in the video. Oh, so, you know, I used to think that swearing in YouTube videos was kind of, you know, like, whatever, who cares? You know, man, stick to the man. But, like, I heard someone espouse a point of view, and it suddenly made a lot of sense that swearing isn't particularly creative, and it's not really that funny. There are better ways to be funny. Like, yes, a well-timed swear word will kind of put across a certain emphasis. But, you know, there are cleverer and funnier ways to do that. And it atrophies your ability to use other bits of your lexicon just because you kind of end up snatching for these go-to swear words. And actually, that's flat out, that's correct. My lexicon is definitely diminished. So I do my best these days to just not swear, not because I'm afraid of really offending anyone, but there's also that aspect of, well, why not make videos accessible for everyone rather than just, you know, people who should be fine with swear words? I don't see the point, really, in that one, but, like, I don't see the point in gating the content off effectively. But I also see that my lexicon has definitely died, so yeah, I try not to swear, mainly because I need to get more words in my life. Words are important. Also shooting. Shooting would be... There we go. Better. Getting a few more hits there. That's actually fine. Yeah, go for that. Should have probably fired the missile barrage, but... Hey-ho. Come on! That's massively missing! How can you be that inaccurate? You could do better at hitting the enemy just by looking through an iron sight. Yeah, you're being chased by Vipers. You've not got long in this world. We'll fire missiles, but I don't think they're going to get there.
Missile tubes prepped.
Yeah, no, 9 health. Four, three, two, one. Really gonna tease us that much? Please make sure at least get another attack run in. There we go, 0. The poor corpse of that ship. It's not a corpse, it's a wreck. I know. Boom. Absolutely beautiful. I definitely think you should be able to drag this across the replay bar. It's probably an engine limitation rather than anything else. But I'd like to be able to skip this part. I'd like to be able to go over parts I found really cool. Maybe it's just me looking for that perfect screenshot. I do think the Nemesis are pretty awesome looking ships. Normally in games where you've got, you know, different tiers of ships, effectively you've got the little scouts, etc., and you've got the big battleships. The big battleships look the best. But I flat out think that the Nemesis are really, really pretty, and they're the weakest ship in the entire game. Well, maybe barring the Manticore, depends what you think. They're both on the same tier. Some real effort's been put into making them looking relatively pretty for such a small ship. Obviously, a small ship also means that they've got a fairly low, you know, amount of polygons they can cram into that sort of size. You gonna explode? Any second now? There we go. Absolutely beautiful. Next, next. Oh, that's next. Ah, so that's next turn. Why can't I just drag it to the closest turn then? I think that's a UI fault then, not an engine fault. Yeah. Fighter's doing crazy amounts of damage again. Right. Do we have... We do! We've got officers available. Both of you effectively the same. One of you's a Caprica, one of you's a Tauron. Well, since we just got to Caprica, I think it makes sense to go for Eugene Bliers. Done. And then... assign... Why do I have to go to this screen to assign? Can't I just assign from the actual fleet screen? Because the important part isn't the officers, the important part is the fleet. Yeah, assign. Also, because you're like recruited from Caprica, that cost us 0 Tilium. Maybe it's where you recruit them is actually where you recruit them. I thought it would be like their home planet, which presumably they wouldn't be on because they'd be in the Navy already, rather than literally just recruited. But maybe that's not the case. Maybe you actually recruit them from their planet directly. Either way, that means we've now got the ability to attack this...
A political rally has been attacked by a roving Cylon fleet.
Roving
Evacuate
Cylon
the
fleet?
civilians to safety.
We'll pay the expensive 80 Tilium jump cost, because it will probably be worth it. I'm going to confirm that jump. We're not going to pay that cost, so we're going to wait before going to EnterElysium. EnterElysium? EnterElysium. That's one of the ones I don't know how to pronounce. Right. Anything else we need to do? No, not really. We're good.
Detected a Cylon escort fleet, sir.
Let's do it. Let's also adjust a few things. That's like the base thing that we're going to defend, that political rally. So let's move you here. I want to increase your height so you can get your chin gun in.
Prepared to jump in 3,
What was going on there? I was...
1.
Camera was like... there.
Multiple civilian Dratus contacts are present at the site. You'd better hurry, Commander.
Civilian Dratus... Okay. So which one's the civilian Dratus contacts? These are civilian Dratus contacts. Defend the transports until the FTL drive recharges. And you can't see it, but behind my camera it says 8 rounds. So we've got 8 rounds to defend them, so presumably there'll just be waves upon waves of bad guys coming in. Right. In which case, what the hell has happened over here? Oh, these are transports. Okay. Oh, can I control them? That's awesome. And they don't have a boost function. That's less awesome.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, break that way. You know what will actually boost? Speed is needed here.
Yes, Commander. Yes, sir.
It's interesting how you click. You immediately have to pick them up. You have to let go of them, then enable boost, and then be able to do that. It's counterintuitive. Do we want to do that? Yeah, we probably want to boost for 1 turn. There's nothing else we can do apart from launch Vipers. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Quickly, go defend. I'm using defend because they'll just immediately attack the nearest thing that gets to these guys. Yes, you.
So say we all.
Stop boosting. Crank up the Dratus. Directly forwards.
Yes, sir.
Also dip your plane a little bit. And we'll do a focus fire on... capital ship weaponry doesn't really hit fighters,
IFF
in my
confirms
experience.
unit is hostile.
That's going to be really tough. Yeah, we're going to lose one of the transports. No way to defend it whatsoever. Absolutely no way to defend that transport. I realized when they said that some balancing was needed, that, you know, some balancing would be needed, but that's flat out impossible. Like, you can't boost the civilian ships, so they are going to be there. You can't get to the enemy craft in time. That's... We boosted, we did our best. We sent out our fighters as soon as possible. That is literally an impossible mission. Okay. Okay. No, we'll rush that ship. The reason I'm rushing that ship is so they're all in the damn same place, so I don't have to fiddle around trying to get them together. We will then Transfer. Confirm. Oh, not you. Nah, not you! Transfer. Confirm. And I guess we've got some naming to do. Let me just pull up the name list. And yes, I know people are going to ask, as soon as I mention the name list, people tend to go, oh, can I be in the name list? It's from Patreon people. It's, you know, people who support the Patreon, get the names in games. It's a small thing to just repay those people who keep the channel going when ad rates always do their interesting periods. Interesting, very interesting. It's totally not necessary. Don't feel pressured into doing it, whatever. All it is a name thing. But I really appreciate those people who do. Because, frankly, the channel probably would have died without that a while back. Taylor TJ, the Sava, Heron, and the Mr. Cartier. That's probably just going to be Cartier. I don't think you call a ship Mr. Are they female in the Battlestar universe? Like, ships are on the ocean, at least, are seen as women. And used she, her, these female pronouns. So what about spaceships? I don't know. I guess, has anyone referred to the space shuttle with a pronoun? Then the fleet becomes the battle group Taylor TJ. Right. What's the jump cost? Jump cost is 3, despite the fact you just got made. Oh. Okay. Yeah, we'll probably want to jump you back to Scorpia. And what about officers? We got anyone to recruit? Capricorn, Toron. Maybe at some point. We could jump this turn. Not gonna. Tylium is very short.
Detected a Cylon escort fleet, sir.
They just keep breeding. There's so many of them. Okay. You need to jump to here. 60, yep. You need to jump to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. It would be quick if you went this way, but only one.
Fleet group is ready to jump.
And you to jump would cost 80, so we're going to leave you for the moment. Right, well, we got a lot of big battles coming in. I probably need to cut like an episode in the middle of them. But, sure, let's do this. First off, Freighter in Helios Alpha. Can I see a freighter? Oh yeah, in that impossible mission, I also started off not being able to really know where the mission particularly was. I started off in the corner closest to them as well, so I wasn't particularly held back. Probably should have looked at what the mission was about.
Fleet group is jumping in 3, 2, 1.
I just assume that as soon as you take a mission, you get the briefing, rather than briefing being an optional thing.
Contact with objective. Civilian IFF confirmed. Hostiles are also in the zone.
Okay, that's a great camera view. What am I meant to be looking at? Like, there's a freighter off to the side. You were barely showing me. Defend the... Oh, no. Don't do this to me. Don't do... If I knew the freighter was there, why didn't I see the freighter? Like, am I just blind? Was the freighter actually there? Someone go back and check the YouTube video. Was the freighter there when I jumped in? Because it should have been, and I should have been able to know where to jump in. And now I'm getting the feeling that I'm going to get jumped on and penalized because I didn't know. I just think it's going to go like last time, that they're just going to launch fighters and they're going to kill it immediately. Because it's got
So
no
say
armor.
we
It's
are.
only got hull. It's got no armor, so... And I can't boost because I need to turn. Are they launching? Yeah, there we go. That's a launch. Only one launch, though. Right. They're still far enough away that I think we have to use boost. Look, I honestly don't care when I'm putting you. I just want to hit boost. Like, I have to select you, I have to deselect you, I have to hit boost, and then I have to select you again. It seems like one of these small things, but these are the things that a UX UI designer is, you know, kind of focused on. Those are the things that someone should be focused on. And they're pet peeves of mine, because I did used to do a little bit of freelance UI UX design. Well, not design, development. I didn't actually do much of the design part. I'm actually a terrible designer. I have no idea how to make things from scratch. Well, I know, I just can't do it and make it look good. Like, I'm good at implementing stuff, just terrible at coming up with, like, what it should look like initially. That's a job for a designer. That's why I'm not a designer. I'm not artistic. I am... What's the word? Is that fine? Yeah. Imitative, not innovative. There we go. I can definitely improve on things, and I can make ideas into things, but I can't make the ideas in the same way that a really good artist can. Right. I'm going to immediately select one of you to go target
Understood.
that. And immediately get the other to defend, although it's not going to do much good. Freighter. Right. It looks like they've kind of got us in between, so we're going to go forwards. We will boost directly towards them with you.
Yes, Commander.
Same with you. We also want a little bit of height because they are very high. Focus fire. Again, I have to select and then deselect to do a focus fire. You can right-click, but it's not as intuitive because you have to right-click their craft and you cannot right-click where it's going to be. I think you should be able to do both.
IFF confirms unit is hostile.
Yeah, here they come. Yeah, one's on defensive, the other one's on offensive. We should be fine. Yeah, okay, so this is another issue. I've only just noticed this one. Look at how they're aiming. These craft are going this way. They're aiming directly at them. They're not doing an augmented proportional intercept. They're doing a direct intercept, which means that they are burning directly at them, not where they will be to make a intercept course. I wonder if that applies to the AI as well. The AI would be really bad actually catching up with your ship on a runaway then. Maybe. But basically, because I've told them to attack them, they're pointing directly at them. That's not going to work, because they're going to get there, this craft's going to be here, and then we're just going to end up chasing them. We're never going to get to them until they choose to stop. That's the problem with a direct intercept. If the enemy isn't coming directly at you, and you're the same speed, you're always going to be in a chase scenario. Whereas you, who've done a kind of augmented proportional intercept, you're going to get there before them, or almost on top of them, if we were to, you know, slightly tweak it. This is an issue. This means that it's never worth sending your fighters at enemy fighters if the enemy fighters aren't targeting you. You have to send them to defend, and when they get to the defend point, then you can send them up. That's going to be useful to know for future. Sadly, not that much use now. We will stop boosting. And we're going to just go broadside in front of them. If they want to try and still get to the craft, which it looks like they are, they're going to have to go through a wall of fire. Ooh, I clicked you and you didn't... How is that a thing? Okay, select you. If you fire missiles, I'm screwed. There is no way I can stop your missiles coming in. I clicked you and it didn't... I don't know what this is about. Maybe because I've already moved through this turn. Maybe you don't default to that.
Missiles on their way.
Yeah, you took all the hackings. Oh, here come the missiles. Oh, you're kidding. They're headed for the transport? I've already gone over at length about how I cannot change that. These missions are literally impossible. If this kills that, I will be so very mad. We have to get past 8 rounds. We just have to hope for 8 rounds now. Fine.
Yes, sir.
There's nothing we can do. At this point, it's just
Yes, Commander.
wait and see what happens. I'm going to go off focus fire of you. Alright, one enemy down. Are you intercepting the missiles? I think you might... Are you not intercepting the enemy craft? Mate, are you intercepting the missiles? Please tell me you're intercepting the missiles. You might be intercepting the missiles. I really hope you're intercepting the missiles. There's nothing I can say beyond I hope. Hope doesn't get you very far. But it's all I've got right now. You chase that down. You turn and go for the kill. We're going to push into their lines.
Missiles
Yes, they are
incoming!
going for the missiles! They're not very effective at it, though. They killed one. They actually went for the missiles! And ignored the fighters. We're on 16 health. And I'm unable to really move you around because you've got no navigation. But, sure.
Understood.
I'm guiding missiles that one.
Yes, Commander.
Because they have missiles, and if they fire missiles, I can't really do much about it. No. Fighters, as much as it is tempting to do that, don't. Come back here and defend. Oh my god, defend actually worked. I'm not sure why, but it did. It would be very useful to know why, admittedly. Don't think that's something I'm going to get to know about, though. So for now, we're just going to stick with whatever's working. I'm going to turn this way, because I want to stay closer rather than getting further away from my target. Yeah, we'll go full attack. There go missiles. If we're having a who can get highest contest, I'm pretty sure we're going to win. Didn't mean it quite in that way. Yep, that's a lot of missiles. And they are aiming for the frigate. Not frigate, freighter.
Yes, sir. Yes, Commander.
Ah, not low enough. 3 rounds remaining. I'll be straight with you. No idea if that's going to work. I just have to grin and pray to the... Was it the 12 gods of the colonies? I don't know. Hopefully we're injuring them so they can't do a chase, but this is going to be... The missiles are going to get there. The question is, can we take out the missiles? The Vipers are definitely on their intercept course now. Oh, we can't actually repair. It says we can repair. We click repair and it just turns it off immediately. Okay, that's annoying. Come on. One missile. Okay. Yes! I'm splitting my fire between the two, which is normally a terrible, terrible idea. But we're doing it anyway. Mostly because I'm a rebel and I don't care. Because I don't give a damn, I don't give a damn what you say about that. Yes, I'm sure the colonies really were fans of Avril Lavigne.
All hostiles are down.
Oh, that works.
Civilian is free to move.
I just want to watch this replay from... Not that perspective, because that's awful. Where is the... freighter? Here. That was a pretty epic from their perspective, because they see us going past, they see Vipers launching, missiles being fired, and then they see the enemy start to counterfire, which should happen about this turn. There we go. Yes, a lot of missiles they launched. Enemy raiders incoming. You see the raiders exploding as well, that's pretty cool. Not a fan of those missiles though. If 2 more missiles had hit us, by the way, we'd be completely dead. There would be no chance of being saved. Damn. Anyway, right. Let's back. Impressive snipe, Sam. Whew. That was an interesting fight. I really thought that was just I was like, no, we're gonna lose. We lost the last one. Is it possible? Now we're gonna do this one. But actually, the defensive units worked, surprisingly. Barely. And if they had gone for the fighters, we'd have lost, because we'd have hit by, 2 more missiles, and then that last volley would have taken us out. But... we're going to do the story mission in the next episode, so if you've enjoyed, you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing and all that jazz. You also know down below in the comment section, I went over loads of stuff at the beginning of the episode that I definitely wanted feedback on. So if you've got an opinion on that, just have a look in the comments below, add your opinion, etc. Be nice to each other and all that, blah, 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 blah. But I don't know if to generally tell you that. My comment section are really nice normally. So yeah, just, let me know about all those things I mentioned earlier, whether you prefer auto-resolve, whether you prefer, manual resolve, etc. And yeah, I'll catch you next time when we're going to do a story mission, and then that probably will unlock the light Battlestar Artemis. I'm so looking forward to that. Anyway, until next time, so say we all stay shiny.